Okay, go ahead, Liz.
Okay, hold on, I gotta take out. Okay, awesome. I am super excited for May. It was really fun to make this like recognition PowerPoint and all the excitement that's coming. And Emily like was all techie on us and made this super cool spreadsheet we're gonna be able to use for Leaders Retreat. This is gonna be an awesome call. I'm excited for the month. We have lots of fun things coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Start share. You are screen sharing. Okay, you can see my screen. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, Emily, I can see you. So if something goes crazy, tell me. Okay, so these are the rank ups that we had in April. Taylor went gold, which is a huge, huge deal. So pumped for her. Taylor and Jaden went senior silver, another huge deal, super pumped for her. Taylor and Jaden have formed kind of like an accountability partnership. They've been working together on Power Hours, committing to their IPA and getting it done for a few months now. And look at that, totally paying off. They went senior silver and gold together. Super pumped for them. Miranda Pulley went silver, Sarah Garcia and Nancy Vandenberg, maybe? I can't see the end of it because there's pictures there. All went silver, which is a huge deal. We're excited for all of you and those fun rank ups. These are all of the spa gift card earners. So there's a ton of them. I'm not going to read all the names. Maybe I should, but I don't want to. Like, look at that. Like, look at that huge list of people. Like all of those people earned a spa gift card or two. I guess what Dana and Taylor both earned 2 spa gift cards. So totally awesome. Way to go. And then this is the convention contest earners. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. So the convention contest, different prizes. The $50 convention store credit, $100 travel voucher, $200 Plexus card, winner's dinner, which is going to be super fun. $500 travel cash. You see how I updated this? Someone tell me good job. That took a lot of skill. Ashley Westberg and Kylie Bell both got that. Like, so awesome. And then Kara Carrington, see your little name down there, $1,000 spending cash. She did it. Super fun. And then the black tie gala, which is like this fancy dinner we get to go to and dress up all fancy. And yeah, so way to go on that. You guys rocked that. Like, so many names on there. It's awesome to see. How do we go to the next page? There we go. Okay, so this is our May calendar. Shout out to Adri for making this. Thank you. You're the best. I'm not a good graphic maker, so she comes through and does this. So thank you for doing that for us, Adri. So this is our calendar. Lots of fun stuff. One thing that's not on here is the daily Make Them Stay series that's going to be in Rising Jewels. So I'm scheduling those for 7 a.m. every day in Rising Jewels. It's just like a quick training, maybe a couple like little tasks or tips for you to do on retention. And with the Leaders Retreat contest right now, like, do you realize that we get the same amount of credits for retaining our customers as we do for signing new ones? Like, the same. That's crazy. So we want to work on retention, like, and we know that our products work, right? But we know that our products don't work in a day, they don't work in a week. And so we want our customers to stick around for 60 to 90 days. So I'm super excited for this series. It's going to be quick videos every day in Rising Jewels for you guys to watch for tips on retention. This Thursday, we have our gold and above call. So if you ended the month of April with 100 pay points, hop on our gold and above call at 8 on Thursday. Danielle Dice, Ashley Westberg, and Laura Byron are going to share with us. I'm excited. Next week, we're going to do a Back to the Basics IPA challenge. There's going to be prizes. It's going to be super fun. I'm excited for that too. And then next Thursday, May 11th, we're going to do our Jewel-led opportunity call. So all 5 of us Jewels are going to lead that call. We're going to share a little bit of our stories. And then after that call, Emily, if I'm wrong, tell me, we'll do a quick, like, getting started on your business for people who are just starting sharing. I can't see the chat, but Emily, thumbs up. Are you doing that? Okay, that's happening. What else? And then the 25th of May, we have our stories event. And that's hopefully going to be a Men of Plexus event. So if you have a husband or a significant other who has seen health benefits with Plexus or the business and loves it, like message me please, because I want them to share. I'm looking for guys to share for that event. I think it'll be really fruitful, just to have a different perspective on things for everyone. So I'm excited for that. But right now, focus next Thursday, May 11th will be a Jewel-led opportunity call. I'll get a graphic and stuff out to you guys to promote that. Okay, this is the earning potential in May. So $305 for new people that are adding 3 people. Also, anyone who adds 1 person is going to get this Plexus organization bag. Kind of looks like a pencil case to me. I don't know what it really is, but what is it? I don't know, but it looks kind of cute. It looks fun. And then a Plexus ice shaker. Is that like a cup? I don't know. If you add 3 people. So anyone can get that. So that's kind of fun. I'm excited. Well, I'll have our Plexus organization bags at convention. And then the incentives for the month, $3 shipping on $159 or $149 order the 1st through the 15th. So go on and change your subscription. Like go on right away and change it. You have to choose economy shipping to get that free shipping. And message your customers. Like that's a huge savings for people. Shipping is a lot. Like free shipping or $3 shipping is a big deal. So message your current customers and let them know like, hey, if you push your subscription up, you can get $3 shipping. You already have this amount in there. Like, yeah. So message your customers. That's good customer care. That's going to help with retention. That's taking care of your people. And then free shipping with code May23 for all new VIPs, which is huge. I'm pumped to share that because everyone like, free shipping just makes me want to buy more things. Like, I feel like that totally sells me on things. Okay. Oh, and then the enroll 1 and enroll 3 thing.
Hey, can I say one thing about that enroll 1 really fast? Sorry to interrupt. But with that enroll 1, I like that because yes, it is like this kind of random little bag, but that helps your people. Like if you've got somebody that's new, that's starting with you, saying something like, hey, if you guys remember last week when we went through this with the training, like there's an 85% chance that you will actually like do better on these products, having somebody come alongside you and do that. And just for fun, like Plexus is rewarding you with that. You'd earn $35 in referral bonuses, and you'd get this fun little bag. Is that something that you'd be open to, thinking about asking your, whatever, like, do you have a sister that you think could benefit and do this with you for accountability? So putting that into like, if everybody on your team just adds 1, think about what that's going to do. 1 to your credits, especially with it being double credit month for May, but then think about what that's going to do for your points, for your team points. Think about what that is going to be for your people of like, they get a taste of this referral bonus and they get a fun little swag in the mail. So focusing on that adding 1 is actually really brilliant.
Yeah, totally agree. If everyone adds 1, think of however many people your team added last month. If all of those people add 1, like that would double the amount of people, right? If you continue to add the same amount. So that is huge. Lacey had a really good point. It's not a pencil case. It's for your like slim sticks or like your active and your hydrate. That's what you're supposed to put it in. Okay, guys. But like for real, I keep them in a little like Ziploc bag. So that is a definite win. And the cup is something from Shark Tank. So that's kind of fun. I always watch that with my parents. Okay, Emily is now going to tell us how to earn a cruise because every one of us is going to earn a cruise. If you want to earn the cruise, you can earn the cruise. Your chances of earning it are just as high as my chances and Emily's chances. Like we all have to do the same work for this cruise and I'm pumped for it. So I will stop sharing my screen and then let me make sure I'm done. Yep. Oh, no, I'm not. Let's cruise together. Double credits in May. That's a big deal. But Emily will talk about that.
Okay, I think Kara is actually going to lead us off.
Yes, I'm going to get us started. I'm going to share my screen and let's see if it will let me. Last time I had trouble with that, guys. Can y'all see this? Okay. Okay. So I just wanted to share a little small part of my story. Most of you guys know I started Plexus in January of 2018. So that's been a little over 5 years ago now. And I was on maternity. Oh, go ahead. Oh, did someone say something? Okay. I was on maternity leave from January, February, and March And I went back to work full time in April. And this contest, I believe, was announced like June. I think it was June, July, August. I think it was a 3-month contest. It may have been 4, but I think it was a 3-month contest, June, July, and August. And so I want you to know that I was working full time the entire time this contest was going on. And I had just resolved in my mind that I wanted to earn this. I had never been on a cruise before. I just wanted to do that for my husband. Molly, at the time the cruise was in October. So at the time she was 10 months old. It was the first time that we left her, but it was just so good for us in our marriage and just time away after having our first child. You know, that first 0 to 1 transition is hard. It's hard. And so, I just kind of, turned up the dial a little bit and just worked really, really hard. And I didn't win any upgrades or any prizes or anything like that. But I earned the cruise on August 21st. The end of the contest was the end of August. So I had 10 days before I had to. And then there were people who earned the cruise like the week after me, and they didn't have a spot on the boat. And so it was like, I was probably like the last one that just like slid right in there. But, so these are just some pictures from our cruise. It was the first time that, Kevin got to hang out with Zach, and they have become really good friends. We got to see Chris and Emily again, and it was just such a fun trip. It built my belief. It fueled me into growing my business even more. So I'm going to talk about the timeline and like where I was, because I want you to hear me. I worked full time the entire time this contest was going. And so, okay, so here is where I was. Like I said, I started January of 2018, my business. In April of 2018, 4 months later, I had 20 points. But I was signing people, but people were quitting. I was signing people, but people were quitting. Okay. And so, but in April, I had 20 points. I went back to work in April. And then you can see the progression from there. So in May, I increased to 30 points. In June, I had 45. In July, I had 45. And so August was the last month of the contest. And I ended August with 75 points, which now is senior silver. At the time, senior silver did not exist. So I was still a silver ambassador, and I had earned the contest. Like I said, last person on the boat, that was me, but I was there. And in August, I had 75 points. And then in September, we kind of built on that momentum, and I ended up doubling my points from August to September and ranked up to gold at the same time. And so it fueled my business. It like all of the momentum that I was putting into it, that consistency, it really caused, and this was no COVID craziness. This was just regular old 2018. Like it wasn't the insanity of COVID that like has yet to happen again. This is just like a normal year. In September, I ranked up to gold. And then that following April, I ranked up to senior gold. And then that following August, I ranked up to ruby. And so like you can see August of 2018, 75 points. August of 2019, I ranked up to ruby. And this cruise right here was the one that like propelled me forward. So I wanted to just really encourage you to these next 4 months to really like turn up the dial in your business. If this is something that you are wanting to go for, like think about the last 4 months of your business and where you have been. And if you keep doing the same things that you've been doing the last 4 months, you will probably be the same spot or have the exact amount of growth. Like you may have, there's urgency and intensity with this contest. And that is the point. So put in the extra work, be consistent, and believe that you can do this, because you can. And Emily's going to talk through like how to do it. And you're going to feel more comfortable, more confident at the end of this call that you can do this. Map out your goals. Something that I did that was super duper helpful when I was going for, as I wrote it on my mirror, I was like, I knew how many I needed. And I was like checking things off every day. I was seeing it. It was something that I could visually see. It was really just propelling me forward. And yes, I was working full time. So I'd put Molly down, and I was working from like 7:30 to 9:30 or 10 every single night. But it was for a season. There was urgency. And I also had really good boundaries outside of that too. It wasn't like I was working and running my wheels and being burned out. I just was kind of increased the intensity. So I just want to share that, because I know that you can do this too. Like, I believe in you. We believe in you, and we know that you can be there. We just really do. So that's all that I have, really quick, but so I'll mute myself.
You don't regret bumping up that intensity for those few months, do you?
No. Like, thinking about from August to the next August, where that propelled me, that's when when I hit Ruby, that's when I went part-time. I was able to quit half of my job. And I really believe that this right here was what propelled me into that, because without the cruise, I probably wouldn't have worked those 2.5 hours every night. It wasn't like, I would have just keep doing the same thing. And so this really just was the extra push for me to really dive into my business.
Thank you, Kara. This is great. I hope this is really inspiring for you guys, knowing this woman had 20 points, because I know there are a few of you who have 20 points right now, or who ended your April with 20 points. And I want that to fuel you, where if Kara can do it in 3 months, I can do it in 4 months. Because I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I didn't map anything out for Kara. I just said, go add people. I don't know. I'm trying to earn the cruise, trying to earn it too. So hopefully this will give you guys a little bit more, like Kara said, a little bit more like meat and potatoes of what you need to be doing. I put together, let me do my screen share, everybody. I put together a little spreadsheet today for us, and I'm actually really, really proud of myself, because I've been telling myself I'm not a strategic person at all. But I was like, I want this for my team so badly that I've got to figure out how to be a strategic person. Whoop, sorry. Okay. So, like Kara was saying, when she put everything on her mirror, she had a plan. So I love this quote: a goal without a plan is just a wish. So let's just stop right here. If you're not serious about I really want to do this, I want to try this for my business, for my family, but you're just going to kind of just go willy-nilly and just, like Kara said, do what you've been doing for the past couple of months, that's probably not going to get you where you want to be. So let's put together this goal. Let's put together this plan. So that way, operation get you on the boat actually happens. So the thing I love about this contest, I love so much about this contest. Being on advisory board, we've actually been dissecting this for months and months and months. We have a limited amount of rooms, and so we were trying to figure out how do we get, because we don't want it to just be jewels. We actually, if you look at the pie chart, they have a pie chart of how many people by rank they expect to be there, and the jewels take the least amount. So this is an incredible contest for non-jewels, because this is for your levels 1s and 2s, because a lot of times jewels are deeper. A lot of times jewels get a lot of their, contest credits from deeper within their organization. So that's why this is really, really beautiful for you all, because what you're doing is what we've been doing with Accountability Group. What you do to earn a spot on this boat is nothing extraordinary. These 3 women that you see in this picture here from the cruise, like Kara said, we just bumped it up. We did not do anything fancy. We bumped up our recruiting. We bumped up our customer care. We focused on duplication and helping people rank up. We didn't know what we were doing, but we were trying. So this contest that you have right in front of you is going to take your business to the next level. This is how you're going to create momentum in your business. So if you've been at a place where you have been feeling stuck, or you're feeling like you're kind of spinning on a hamster wheel, if you really dive into this and what we're going to show you here, this is going to propel your business massively forward in your organization. So your focus, you guys, I'm sorry, I have, do you guys see these little, okay, I just see Kara. I'm moving Kara. Can you guys see the screen? You guys can see the screen? Well, okay. So your focus to get on the boat is so fun because it's the 4 pillars. You're recruiting, you're retaining, you're duplicating, and you're ranking up. That is your focus. These are all fun little pictures that we took on the cruise in 2018. So let's go ahead and talk through the credit goals. Take a screenshot of this if you'd like. This is also in the Help Center, and we have it all over in Rising Jewels too. But your goal to get onto the boat is 1,250 credits, and we're going to show you today how you do that. If you want to go even further, you can do the 1,500 credits to get $150 in cruise cash. If you want to go even further with the 2,000 credits, then you can get the $250 in travel cash. Then the 2,500 credit gets you the cabin upgrade and entertainment, which I said I hope it's Kyle Rainey doing ribbon dancing, but I think it's going to be Jean and Alec and the executives and Genevieve. It'll just be so fun. And then the 3,000 credits is the top credit, which I actually helped run some mapping today. And there were a few of you guys that showed that you guys are, with our plan, you guys will be earning the shopping spree, which is amazing. And it's so fun. You feel like Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman minus her profession when you do these shopping sprees. They're so fun. Okay, so now your credits. So we see the credits that you need to get onto the boat. How do you earn the credits? Like I said, you earn credits between you adding level ones and those level ones in their activity. So it's just 2 levels deep. That comes from you enrolling people and them enrolling people. It comes from you guys both nurturing and retaining your customers. It comes from both of you guys ranking up. And then the rank maintenance credit. So let's say I am a gold ambassador and I hit gold again this month. I'm going to get credits for that, but I don't get maintenance credits on my level 1. So that's the only one you don't get credits on for your level 2s. If you guys have questions, ask them in the chat. I can't see it, but I will pull it up in a minute. And just like Liz said, May right now is May 1st. This is double credit month. So I want you guys to hunker down and work really, really hard this month, which I'm so excited that this is our double credit month because we can hit the ground running really, really hard. So I'm really excited about that. So if you guys want, you guys can take a picture of this. Again, this is located in Rising Jewels, but we're going to, this just shows you like your credits in those 4 different areas of how you earn those credits. But what I want us to do right now is I want us to do, let's see here, just to make sure I'm on the right one. Yep. I want us to do a little trying out here. I want us to map out one of you guys, 1 or 2 of you. I went to Rising Jewels, or I'm sorry, Gold Diggers. And I said the different things I need you guys to come and do with me or bring with me. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? Who knows what I'm talking about? Who wants me to map out for you and has the information I asked you for? I can't see anybody other than Kara. If you want me to map out for you and you have the information I asked for, unmute yourself. Hello, anybody?
I did mine, or I got mine.
Yep. All right, Michaela, let's do you. Okay, so you guys, don't let this overwhelm you. Can you hear me still? Michaela, I see you. Can you hear me? Okay, so I put this together. I don't want this to overwhelm you. I want you guys to see this with me and know that your jewels have this access. And so if we don't get to map you out tonight, which we won't because we're only doing 1 or 2 of you, if we don't get to map you out, you can get in touch with me or one of your jewel uplines and they can do this for you so you have a plan to get your way onto the boat. So we got enrollment credits starting April 22nd as a fun surprise. So Michaela, I'm going to put you in here. You are a senior gold, and I'm going to put your name up top. All right, so Michaela, and are you good to be vulnerable and open with this? Okay, so Michaela, how many did you enroll anybody from 422 on?
I did not.
No. Okay.
I tried, but I did not.
Did you have any level ones that added anybody at 422 or on? So no there. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to look at, what we're going to look at here is our May double credit. So you get to tell me how many people you are intending and planning on enrolling this month.
6.
So she's going to do 6. Okay. How many do you plan for your level 2s to enroll this month?
Let's do.
And it's any of your level 1s.
I know. That's what I was like trying to think. Like even of the ones not working, but could probably add a couple. And let's do 7.
7. Okay. And while Michaela's doing this and thinking through this, I want you guys to be thinking through this too, because this is what I or your Jules will be asking you. Okay. So that's great because that's going to be the double credit. And you guys can see here, I've put together this where you're seeing that if she adds 6 this month, she's going to make just in pay points $94 for herself. If she's got 7 people, 7 level 1s who add, she's going to make $91 on those pay points. And then I've got here in this yellow, these are the business building bonuses. So she would make $120 off of her 6 people plus $35 off of her 7 people. So you can see just right here alone, she's making some good money just on those enrollments. Okay, so now let's go to June. How many do you anticipate you adding in June?
I'm going to try to do 6 each one of the contests.
Okay. What about your team? Do you think 7 all the way across for them as well?
Let's do 6 across the board. Let's do like 2 silvers essentially.
Okay. Because would you say right now, what's the temperature of your team? Like, do you have people who are working the business? Because this is going to be helpful for anybody else that's listening that may not have people working the business. This is, what would you say?
I only have one that's like working the business, sending messages, and then my mom can generally add some fairly quickly when she posts.
You have a small group of people right now who are working the business. Okay. So that was just to show her what she's going for with her enrollments. Now we're going to scroll down to retention. So we get credits from the people we added in March and in April when we retain them. So that means if they order this month, we're going to get, if they, order 100 PV, we are going to get credits from them. So how many people, or did you add anybody in March? Yourself?
I added 1, but she's not staying, so I won't get any retention in May.
She's for sure not. Okay, so she's not ordering. What about your team? Did they add?
I didn't have any others. It was just the 1.
Okay, and then let's say, so now we're gonna go to, so then we're just gonna go all the way across, 0 across for the March because of the girl quitting or person quitting.
What about the 3 that I added at the beginning of April?
Well, this is just March right here. So then we're going to go down.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So now, April, how many level 1s did you add in April? All of April?
3.
Okay. Did your team add any in April? Your level 1s add any in April?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and just say we know that that's a 0. So we're going to go across the board there for her 0s for April. So I want you to do a really good job of retaining your people. So your goal is you're gonna retain all 3 of those people that you signed in April for the entire summer. And hopefully you'll be able to get those people to start sharing and they'll be part of your new silvers. All right, so in May, your goal was to sign 6. Your goal was 6 across the board, right? And then your people signed 6, your level 1 signed 6. So I'm going to put them down as they've retained in June, they've retained their May people. Now let's go ahead and just for reality, let's go ahead and say maybe one of them quits in July and maybe total 2 of them quit in August. So you're down to 4 out of those 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now in June, we're going to say the same thing. You added 6 in June. Your people added 6. So we're going to do the retention there. Let's say you're keeping your 6. And let's go ahead and say they have a better handle now of their retention. So they've got 6. So you're getting credits there. All right, same here. This is August. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at one of the things I love is the consistency credits. Now, Michaela, you are a senior gold. Are you holding senior gold, or have you held senior gold points from January to now?
No. So
Okay.
I would get a re-rate.
Okay, so listen up, you guys. Michaela is technically a senior gold, but she has not had senior gold points in the year of 2023 yet. She's not hit
Since that baby was born.
She's not hit senior gold yet. So she is technically, in this contest, a gold ambassador. Are you hitting gold points, Michaela?
Yes.
Gold points are 100 points or more. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because she's maintaining the gold, I'm going to take a look here at the consistency credits. To maintain gold is 25 credits, but because May is double, you get 50 credits there. When do you anticipate re-ranking to senior gold?
Probably June.
June? Okay. So if she's going to re-rank, if she's going to hit senior gold, then we're going to go to the rank up credits here. For senior gold ranking up, she's going to get 80 credits for herself. And then next month, July, she's going to maintain that. So we're going to go back to senior gold. Senior gold is 30 credits. And then the following month, she's going to maintain that as well. Okay. So now comes the fun part. This is for your team, your level ones. I'll just go ahead and delete that so people don't get confused. So I want you to take a look at your level ones. Your goal, all of our goals, is to add 3 and help them add 3. So the way that Genevieve says that is me plus 3 and them plus 3. And so the goal is for you to have those 3 people. I know you're signing 6 in May, but let's say you're having your 3 people that you signed in May, that they're adding 3 people each, which would mean 3 of them are going silver. Now we know that is not always going to happen. So do you have a goal looking at your back office of who you think you can help get to silver, or who in your organization levels 1 will rank up?
Okay, I tried to look at it a little bit. I think I can do 3 silvers in May.
Okay, so let's look at that. So she would get rank up credits for silvers. Level 1s are worth 25 points. So that's really in May, 50 points. And so she's saying she would get 3 of those. So that's 150 points right there, which is huge, which I love that you're focusing on growing a lot of silvers in May to get those rank up points. Okay, what about June, July, and August rank up wise?
I'm feeling probably 2 silvers and 1 senior silver.
Okay, like throughout June, July, and August? 1 silver in June, 1 silver in July, and 1 gold in August.
Just June.
Okay, so say that again. Say that again.
I think I said 2 senior silvers and 1 silver.
Okay, so then that's 60. Wait, sorry, 2 senior silvers and 1 silver?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? 60, 85. Okay. All right, what about July? And remember your fast start silvers, like you're saying here, like she got her people to silver in May. And so now she's working to hopefully get some of them to senior silver, or some of her current silvers to senior silver.
Yes.
Okay. What about July?
Probably a 1 silver, 1 senior silver.
Okay.
And then do I get consistency credits for them holding?
No, not for
too?
them. You don't get consistency credits for your level 1, only for you on consistency. All right, and then last time in August, do you have anybody you think that you'll be able to get to rank up in August?
My goal is for 2 golds by August.
75. Okay, so that's 70. Okay.
And then probably 1 more silver.
70 plus, okay, so that's 95. Okay, so that shows us if she does that, right here would be her total points. So she is on the boat and she has $150 in travel, or I'm sorry, in cruise cash and $250 in travel cash if all goes this way. Now this is, you know, there's room here. So she has room to play with. But you guys look at this here. Do you guys see this down here? She would be making about $2,500, and that does not include bonuses for her people who are ranking up, you know, like for her fast start people. That doesn't include for herself. So there's a lot here that like this is amazing. Like she could be earning $2,500 and a cruise for her and her husband. So you have room to play with here. So I'm going to go ahead and save this for you, and then I'll send this over to you so you can play around with it, okay? How does that make you feel, Michaela?
Better than when I was just like thinking about it all day, like actually seeing it, because I'm a visual person, like actually seeing it and having to look at the numbers.
Yep.
Even in the back office from like what has been going on and what I think could happen. Like it's a lot easier to see it on paper than to like try to be like, I don't know, maybe some silvers, I don't know.
Okay, so let's go back up here, and I'm showing you guys this because I want you guys all to individually, if you're serious about this contest and if you're serious about growing your business, I want you to reach out to your Jewel upline and have them walk you through this. But Michaela, let's go back and review. So your goal, your personal goal is to enroll 6 people each month, May, June, July, and August. Your goal is for your team to also add anywhere from 6 to 7 every single month. Now, the cool thing is that I believe you are going to see momentum because you're going to be so laser focused on the things that are moving your business forward, with your recruiting, with keeping your customers, nurturing your customers, teaching your team how to take care of their customers. You're going to see growth because those people are going to want to start sharing with other people because you're going to become more bold in inviting them to come and share the business with other people, or at least start with the products like we talked about just a few minutes ago with Liz, like the whole add one. Like that's huge, you guys. And so especially if in this month of May, like I said, if everybody can just really be focusing on just doubling down, head down, really working on growing that business, enrolling, retaining, duplicating, and either consistency with their rank or ranking up, that is huge, a huge amount of credits.
Yeah, and also looking at this, the way that I, like, if I want to add 6, which I can be a heavy recruiter, so 6 is actually reasonable for me. If you think about it with the add one, like Liz was saying, with the gift and everything like that, like my 6 could literally just add 1. Like that's not even creating
exactly
silvers
right.
necessarily
Exactly right.
with those numbers. So
that's exactly right. Yep. So go back and take a look at, okay, this is what it looks like for me to be mapped out. So I'm taking I'm adding on 6. My team is adding on 6 to 7 each month. And then you don't have anything in March for retention. So I hope that's encouraging to some of you guys. She didn't have any enrollments in April, well, I guess April 22nd and on. She didn't have any. So I hope that is encouraging to some of you too. Then your retention, your focus there is you really want to really work on good customer care with your people, getting on the phone. And we're going to talk through that, like different strategies on that in a few minutes. But that's another piece to look at. And then I would have you go and write down all of the names of the people that you are planning to see rank up May, June, July, and August. So that way you have that mapped out. How does that feel? Okay.
I already have some of those, so I just didn't want to like throw out names.
Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to stop it there, and I'm going to pass it on to Brianna, and then I'm going to wrap up with a few other little things that I have for this cruise. But I want any of you to reach out to us, your jewels, so we can help you map this out, okay? All right, go ahead, Brianna.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys are as pumped up as I am. Listening to Kara, I feel like that really, like, I connected with that a lot. So if you are excited, put something in the chat because I want to see it when I'm talking. I don't have a fancy spreadsheet to look at or a thing to share with you guys other than my face. So here we go. I think that I got super pumped up this last week after watching the Momentum meetup. So if you haven't watched that yet, you should go on and look it up, ask for the recording because that got me so excited. And then today, as I was thinking about sharing, I went and I searched Labadee Port and I am now super pumped. So go do those things, get on my level. But I was asked to talk through some tangible actions that I am putting into place the next couple months. And so first thing that I want to share about is that I realize I can be super excited about this, but I know it's not going to be easy. I'm definitely going to have to have some grit and maybe some sacrifice the next couple months as far as my time and things like that. But I know, especially after listening to Kara today, that all of us can do this. Like you can do this if you're silver, you can do this if you're a jewel, like it's all of us have a chance at this. So I read this morning in a book, in one of our book study, it talked about how discipline is consistency plus perseverance. And I think that was what I needed to hear today to share with you guys. So discipline equals consistency plus perseverance. So here are some of the things that I'm going to do. I've kind of mapped out already. I think my biggest thing on why I know I'm going to earn this cruise is because I have a really big why. This why is not the same as my why for why I'm doing the business. This why is totally different. So I'm going to share that with you. I think your why for the cruise needs to be a lot bigger than just earning a cruise. So here's my why. So I have a boyfriend who from the beginning, I've been doing this for a year and 4 months, has been super skeptical. And it's been really, really hard, but we're working through that. We're making some gains. And so my why is that if I earn this, it's going to his belief is going to improve. I shared with him my Nashville credits and I feel like that he kind of was like, oh, this is a real thing you're doing. And so I shared with him, this is how I can get us on this cruise. This isn't going to be me. It's going to be us. And so he is starting to build that belief. So that is my why. I think your biggest thing for this should be find your why and make it bigger than just the cruise. I'm just going to throw a plug in for this training I watched. It's Jill Renfro, if I'm saying that correct. I think Emily, you shared it a few weeks ago. It's Where Have You Been? And I feel like it's super applicable to us right now because we just finished the month of April and all of us were really digging in and trying to earn the spa gift cards and all the things. But that training really lit a fire under me as well as the Momentum meetup and seeing what is possible for the cruise. So I totally agree when Emily shares that you should reach out to your upline and get this mapped out. Last weekend or on Friday, I met with Liz and Lacey and we didn't explicitly fill out a Excel sheet, but we did kind of write down how many I would need to add, how many I've added in the last few months to retain, what it looks like as far as my level ones. And then we talked about in that call, areas of focus. And I truly believe that I will earn the call if I can focus on or earn the cruise, if I can focus on my duplication. And so here's my plan. I'm a very consistent recruiter. And so I know that I can add at least 3 a month. And my goal is to develop at least 1 silver. Yes. And then like Liz said, I am the master of duplication. I keep telling myself that I am manifesting. So anyways, I know that I can recruit 3 just by being disciplined and doing my IPAs. And I know that I can develop a silver if I start talking about it more, and start sharing about it more. So that is one way that I'm going to do that. And then thankfully I have a pretty solid customer care plan, but if you kind of feel like yours is out of sorts, like I would recommend reaching out to someone and asking them what theirs is, or borrowing it, or fixing yours, or looking at yours. I do plan to go through mine and kind of change it a little bit, be a little bit more on top of things. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to do. And then like the biggest area would be leadership and duplication, like I said. So some of the ideas that I have and the things that I'm already putting into place, even though it's only May 1st, is reaching out to everybody who has been sharing or is interested in sharing or has been interested, and maybe added one, and kind of really building up their belief, but also getting on the phone with them or meeting with them if they live in the same town, and really just sit down and ask them, like, what do you want? Like, do you want to share to get your products paid for? Do you want to share for the cruise? And kind of work through some of that stuff. I did that on Friday with someone who had shared a little bit. And I just feel like that one-to-one conversation versus a texting conversation was so much more authentic and real. And she's really excited about it, which she wasn't over text message. So it just goes to say, like, you don't really know what someone's thinking unless you really like get on the phone or go face to face. So I plan to do that with everyone who is kind of working the business right now on my team, as well as people who are potentially interested in working the business with me. And then just being really adamant about sharing with those people, like the messages I'm sending, the trainings I'm watching, what I'm doing every day in the team thread that I have. And then another big one is like alongside like working with my business builders is just helping them with their goals. So having those conversations, helping them, finding retrainings for them so that they can meet their goals based on what they want, not what I want. And then I kind of talked about this already, but just asking more of my level ones about the opportunity, seeing if the product's cost is something that they want to have covered. And so I've written out a list of all my level ones, and the past week or so, I've went in and said, okay, when's the last time I dripped Plexus opportunity in, or when's the last time I've asked them to do a post or an event? And so I'm just kind of tightening that up a little bit. So I know I said a lot and I'm kind of done talking now, but so my biggest takeaways, I guess, would be have discipline, because if you're consistent with your IPA and you're persevering through that mindset, you will earn the cruise. You have to believe in it. So have a why and make sure your why is strong enough. It's not just sitting on a sandy beach. Make sure you reach out to your upline or Jules and map out a plan so that at the end of the 4 months, you know you did everything you could and you understood the assignment. And then just be disciplined and get on the boat.
And all of that, what Brianna said, like you didn't hear in there, I'm going to go and create really incredible social media content. I'm going to go and, enroll Beyonce. Like, you're not hearing these big, crazy, extravagant things. You hear her saying, I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to I'm going to take the initiative. And that's exactly it. And Brianna, she actually is one of the top earners within the convention contest. And what your senior goals, is that right? About to be Ruby? I mean, you guys, like, this is incredible. So she is moving forward because of her consistency, because of her discipline, because she's coachable and she's making a plan. And so I believe full-heartedly you are going to earn the shopping spree, and I cannot wait for that. And so I really appreciate you, Brianna, taking a minute to just kind of share what you're doing, kind of the way that you've mapped this out, what your plan is. So thank you for that. And if your boyfriend gets on that cruise, he's gonna be the next man ambassador. I put my money on it. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Got a little bit more of a screen share here with you guys. Let's talk through a few more tangible ways to wrap this cruise up with a pretty little bow. So if we know that the 4 things that we need individually, we as leaders need to focus on to get onto that boat are the 4 pillars: recruiting, retaining, duplication, and rank ups. We know that that's the case. I want us to have just a few minutes to share here, like an open mic. What are you guys seeing has brought you customers? When I do this, I see that I bring in customers. Somebody, a few of you unmute yourself. When you do this, that's when you see new customers coming and joining you. A few of you open up your mic. Let's learn from one another.
When I share about something that someone else has been blessed with because of the products.
So sharing on social. What else? What are you guys seeing?
I start new conversations with people, whether that's sending them a message or talking about it in person or something, but just start talking about Plexus to new people every day.
Kara has been with us for 5 years, and I think you've earned almost every single incentive since like September, because that comes from enrolling. So you're saying you're getting in conversations. I also am seeing you upping your social media, like you are more consistent in your social media, sharing about the products, what they've done for you, what they've done for other, educating. So do you feel like those two really go hand in hand, just credibility there?
Yes. And I also really think that engaging on social media, and I put a timer on it, because you can get sucked into that, but I think that having purposeful engagement and like sending personal birthday messages, which when I send a birthday message, I do not intend to send them a message about Plexus. I do not, like, it is strictly, it's like a free zone in my brain of like, this is a way that I'm just going to encourage someone and wish them happy birthday. But when I do send those, I feel like they see my stuff, and I've had people reach out to me. So I think that if you do go just like a relational route, which I know that a lot of people start off that way, if you go that relational route, your posting has to be on point.
Perfect. Okay. A few of you who feel somewhat confident in your retention, what are you doing to care and nurture for your customers so they have really great experiences on the products? One or two of you unmute, please, and feel confident in this, because we all want to learn from one another. Haley Brander, you have a really high retention rate. What are some of the things that you're doing to care for your customers?
I created a Facebook page that I have everyone in there, and I like send little messages and I send updates on what's going to happen like the first of the month. But something that I found has been really helpful is every morning I pull up my perk like on my back office, and I see whose orders are going out that week, and I individually message each person. I do something really quick and I just say, hey, just want to let you know your order's going out this month. Is there anything you wanted to add? If they're still within that 15 days, I say, hey, did you see you're close to getting this? If you just added one more product. And that way it allows me to engage with them and let them ask any questions. Some people respond, some people don't. Some people, it's literally like a Facebook message of me saying, hey, it's your monthly member reminder. Like, hope you're having a great day. And so something like that's been helpful, because then I stay in their inboxes and then they see stuff that I'm doing all the time.
Perfect. How many of you guys, I can't really see anybody other than Haley right now. How many of you guys do some sort of like, oh, thank you for joining me customer card, or like, do you guys do anything like that? I know a lot of people like to get their people on the phone. When I sign my customers up, I get them on the phone just for that relational connection and kind of walking them through what the next couple of months are going to look like and making promises to them of how I'm going to show up and help them. And I feel like that's been really helpful. I write a little card to all of the people who join me, and I send them like a little $5 Starbucks gift card just as a token of my appreciation. So those are some different ways that you can care for your customers. And I know that you guys are being a little quiet, but for those of you who have helped a team member rank up, like, what are you doing? If you've had somebody in the past 6 months rank up, what are you doing to help them with that duplication process? Don't be shy.
I can go. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I will, for any of my customers or people that have been ordering for a while, I send handwritten cards. Sometimes I'll send them a cheap little like $1 dollar store notebook with a pen just so they can track their goals and their progress. For my team members, when they add people or when they join kind of the business side, I kind of do the same thing. I make sure to send them little notes of just appreciation, encouragement, rank ups. I try to treat them kind of the way that like Lacey has gifted and treated me up to this point. So I kind of just carry on what has been done. But I do try like at least 3 to 4 times a year. Anyone that's doing the business with me and my customers, I try to send handwritten notes, encouraging, appreciating, whatever it is, depending on the person. So that's what I do.
I love that. Thank you, Danielle. And you guys heard Brianna too. Brianna was saying that I don't know if she's doing this now or if she's planning to do this, but just dripping into her thread what she is doing, what she's watching, a message that she has sent. That's another great way to help duplicate. So just wanted to throw that out there for all of you as you're thinking through, okay, how should I start recruiting more? How should I take care of my people better? How can I help recruit or help my people rank up? So thank you guys for opening up. Okay, so you guys, real quick, last week, if you guys remember, we had talked about how to introduce the business to our people. And so I just threw this together today. So when you're looking at your back office and you're seeing that you've got a customer of yours that's been ordering for maybe a couple months in a row, I encourage you guys to reach out to them. Like right now, tomorrow, once you guys kind of have your mapping out, and maybe you can send something like this to them. I wanted to let you know how much it has meant to my heart seeing you love your Plexus products. Please continue to share your small and large health victories with me. I don't know if this is something that could bless you the way it did me when I first started on my products, but if you have 3 friends start up on similar products that you're on this month, you'll earn, I couldn't remember what it was, I guess it'll be $300 this month, which will help pay for a few months of products. Is that something you might be interested in? So that is an idea of something that maybe you could send to your customers who are on their products. All right, another example that I threw together is maybe sending them something like this. Hey, I wanted to let you know how much it has meant to my heart seeing you love your Plexus products. Please continue to share your small and large health victories with me. I was just thinking, if I hosted a short 30-minute Zoom for your friends about my story, your story, and some education on our products, would you be open to inviting 5 to 10 people? I could even send them a sample to mix up and drink while we're on the Zoom together. What do you think? So that is, you guys, that can be for any of your customers who are happy. And you know, you probably won't get a ton of people that say yes, but you're definitely going to have everybody that says no unless you invite them. So you take that extra step, like tomorrow, taking a look to see who in your back office in your level 1s have been enjoying their products and maybe dripping this into them. Make your list and plan. So this is what we talked about with Michaela. Making your list after you've mapped out, make your list of who you're planning on enrolling. And if you don't, so like I have mine. I printed mine out. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I printed mine out and I wrote out the names of the people I'm planning to enroll this month. But I don't have. I'm planning on enrolling 6 people. I don't know who that last person's going to be, so I put a little dash there. I put little dashes next to all of those for the future months because I don't know yet who I'm enrolling, but I've got a game plan. Next, ask yourself who you're going to be engaging with. Maybe have a hot 20 list of the people that you really, really want on your team, or maybe the people that you've talked to in the past about products, but it's now at a point where you need to just be engaging and building up a relationship, not reaching out about Plexus. Who are you nurturing with your people? Like who or how are you going to be nurturing your people in your current back office in your organization? How are you going to be creating strong customer care for the people that are already back there? Who are you going to help rank up? So I want you guys to make a list. Go in your back office, take a look at your pay point or your team points from April. See who was really close to ranking up. Maybe see who, like Brianna was saying, maybe they've signed 1 or 2, but they've not yet gone silver. Make a list of all the people that you want to help rank up. And then you need to make out a list or make out a goal of when you are re-ranking or you're ranking up. Have those listed out and planned so that way you can be working towards something. And then your monthly goals. is you want to bring in 3 people. You want to ensure that they have a good product experience. And then, oh gosh, I've got a little banner here so I can't see. Then you want to help those 3 people bring in 3, and you want to help them ensure they have a good product experience. So it's me plus 3, them plus 3. Oh, there's Brianna, sorry. I went a little off there. Brianna did a great job, didn't she? So remember, we've done those 4 things of what your focus needs to be to earn a spot on the boat. And oh, doesn't this kind of sound familiar? Those 4 things that we were talking about that's going to get us on the boat. Doesn't that sound familiar with what we've been doing for the past 5 years with our accountability group? So this is the time to shine. This is the time that I want you guys to totally show up to accountability group. I want you guys to prioritize what you're doing with your business every single day, because this is not only going to grow your business, it's going to get you on the boat. So we have something in plan for you guys to jump into starting next week. We want you guys to come to our accountability. Tonight is kind of the official night where we are introducing it. We're going to go from tonight until July 31st. We meet every Monday night, with the exception of a few nights like, you know, when we're coming back from convention or Memorial Day, which will have all those listed. But what you're doing in accountability group is exactly what it's going to take to get onto the boat. So we want you all to be committed to be there and encourage your people who are curious about this, who want to be on the boat, that maybe have never done the business before. Have them come on and do this with you. And then lastly, I just want to make sure everybody is aware of the eligibility with earning a spot on the boat, because the last thing I want is for you guys all to be working really hard and then in August realize like, oh no, I didn't do this or something. So you need to make sure that you are commission qualified. So that means that you have 100 PV in your back office. You also need to make sure that in this contest period of 4 months that you have signed up a minimum of 3 VIP customers that either have a welcome pack or $100 for their first order. And then you need to make sure that you have a valid passport. So that way we can go out of town, out of the country. So I just want to make sure everybody knows about those things. And I have on here, every single one of you is capable. Now go do it. You guys are totally, totally capable of doing this. You have the tools, you have the accountability group, you have us meeting up every single week. You know what you need to do. You have the resources. You have all of us who want to help you. We may not have all the answers, but we can help figure them out. So reach out to your Jewel. We will be starting back up accountability next Monday night. Same link here, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard, and then we'll transition into our book study. So Kara is leading a Brittany Howard podcast for the Silvers and Golds. Liz, Lacey, and Hannah are still going through their What Successful Women Think Do. Valerie Burton, who's one of the guest speakers for convention, and then the Senior Golds and Above with me. We're going over Dream Big. So we're going to be doing that for the next couple of months. Like I said, we'll end accountability July 31st, which I expect for us to see a ton of momentum over this time. And then we'll talk with you guys later about what that August period is going to look like when we don't have accountability. But are you guys excited? I think once you guys all have your individual mapping out, I think you're going to be even more pumped. And I love that Michaela let us use her, because if you think about it, she came into this contest with a lot of zeros. So that's really encouraging to me, because she had already earned like the second or third prize. Not only had she gotten on the boat, but she had earned multiple prizes by coming in where she was, you guys. So I feel like that is super encouraging for any of you. So anybody have any questions? Yes, contest is May right now through August 31st. And again, double down in May. Don't be overwhelmed. Just get to work and let us help you. Anybody have any questions?
No questions, but I just want to say this. You know, the last 3 days of the month where we just we pour everything into it. I want you to think about the first 3 days of the month and bringing that same intensity, that same excitement to your business. So send your follow-up messages, run an incentive right now. Like, let's load the first week of this month going in and just like really propelling us forward.
That's right. Take ownership. If you guys have people under you, level ones under you who are interested in the business, then you guys incentivize, do fun things, front load this month, front load the cruise. Don't wait to the very end when you see tons of your friends from this team that have earned the cruise and then you're like, oh, maybe I should work for it. Don't do that. We saw that in 2018 and that was not good. That actually really hurt a lot of people in their business. So don't do that. Really focus now so there's not this overwhelm and this chaos when we get to the end. Okay, thank you guys for being on. I will get this uploaded if you guys want to go back and rewatch. Michaela, I'm so thankful that you said it was helpful. Brianna, thank you for sharing. Kara, thank you for sharing. My senior golds and above will stay on real fast for our book study, a real quick one. Kara, you guys staying on or no?
We're not going to stay on tonight. We'll
okay.
bump it to next week.
Liz, Lacey, Hannah, are you guys staying on for your breakout room?
Real quick, we'll connect. Yeah.